Hi, this is Jundo. Welcome to Tree Leaf. And we come full circle in our look at the Eightfold Path. Back to the beginning, to Zazen, at least in the perspective of the Zazen schools of Buddhism. But I think it's true. I mean, here's the Buddha, and he's usually shown engaged in meditation. There's a reason for it. It's the core, the linchpin. In fact, it is the full expression of all the other branches of the Eightfold Path. You know, usually when we do things, we do them in order to achieve something. But our Zazen practice lets us know that it's not quite just that one-way street. We exert right effort, yet there's no place to go. We live by the precepts, because the precepts enliven our lives, make our lives balanced, make our lives wholesome. But Zazen enlivens the precepts. Zazen allows us to be wholesome, balanced, peaceful, and you see, they support and feed each other. In fact, they're just one. The Buddhist teachings, if they're left as dry philosophy in a book, their words, they're just more clutter of the mind. But Zazen lets us pierce those teachings, brings those teachings to life, and in turn, the teachings give form, direction to our Zazen, which otherwise might be just nebulous, empty, not in a good Buddhist sense of empty, just empty. So we've talked about that the past few weeks. Zazen is the linchpin in our view. But this, I'm actually going to change the subject a little, what I was planning to speak about today. Because I received a letter, what we used to call letters, it was an email, from someone who asked me, why Jundo, you're always saying that we should sit Zazen every day, 20 to 35 minutes. And at the same time you say that Zazen is not only that, everything in our life is Zazen. Changing diapers, doing our job, dealing with the people in our lives, standing in the postal line can be Zazen. Everything is Zazen. You say all the precepts are Zazen, and all the Eightfold Path is Zazen. So why do we need to sit every day if everything is Zazen? You say that Zazen can be done in the city streets, in the noise and the chaos. Why do you tell us to get into a quiet room once a day and face a wall or face the floor and sit still, letting thoughts go, letting thoughts of right and wrong go, letting judgments go? Why? What's the point if it's all Zazen? Well, it is all Zazen. But the fact of the matter is, we very rarely stop and are still in this life. We're always going. We're always thinking. It's a mess up here. Lots of junk in the trunk. And Zazen allows us to turn the light inward, let that all go. In order to taste stillness, sometimes it's good to be in a still place, sitting still. In order to feel balance, it's good to assume a balanced posture, the lotus posture, or as close as you can get to it. Sitting in a chair can be balanced, but the balanced posture facilitates the balanced mind because body and mind are not two. A quiet place allows the mind to quiet. A place free of distractions truly allows the mind to let distractions go. And so we can taste the stillness, the silence of Zazen, that there's nothing to achieve, that there's nothing to do, just to sit How often in life do we do something without thought of gain, that what we're doing now is whole and complete? Very rarely. Very rarely do we just sit, just do one thing with the idea that there's nothing more that needs to be done, that it's all right here. So we sit every day doing that one thing that is all complete and whole, the whole universe just sitting, nothing more to attain. And we do it in a quiet room, facilitating quiet, letting the thoughts go in a balanced posture, stillness, sitting still. That's important practice. But if that was all Zazen was, then this practice would, well, be much less than the glorious thing it is. For rising from the Zafu, going back into the chaos, the noise, the city streets, our jobs, the crying babies, the diapers to be changed, the difficult people, we can come to know it as exactly the same stillness, even within the chaos, as the chaos, the same balance, even within the disturbance, the same silence, even as the noise. That's what this practice is, you see. But to know that sometimes we do have to sit in a quiet room before we can go out into the city streets, knowing that same silence, that same wholeness, that same completeness, that same nothing more to achieve, that same nothing more that need be done because it's all done. You see. And that to me is why you always see these fellows sitting Zazen. It is the full flowering of this path. Shall we all sit together, the three of us? Just one?